Hey guys, today it is Friday, February 21st, 2020, and this is going to be a video where I discuss a bit of news regarding the Maple Leafs St. Pat's Throwbacks if the photo did not give it away. And after I discuss this uniform announcement from Toronto, I actually have a little bit of Vegas Golden Knights third jersey news to share with you guys, and I think it's going to make a lot of people happy. I know that I was absolutely ecstatic when I saw it, and I want to give credit to Windy City Hockey and to my other subscriber Orbital for making me aware of the news that Bill Foley, the owner of the Golden Knights, he did actually confirm with the Sin Bin Vegas podcast, I believe, that the Golden Knights will be bringing out a gold third jersey guaranteed. But I will have more on that later on in the video, and this video is not a video that I plan to do as a longer video. This is one that I am planning on keeping shorter, so you won't be waiting too long for me to get into the Golden Knights news because it's pretty damn good. So anyway, speaking of pretty damn good news, last season the Toronto Maple Leafs actually brought back their St. Pat's Throwbacks in the Adidas Addy Zero jersey cut, as you can see here with that big monstrous ugly collar insert, which even in the Addy Zero jersey cut, this St. Pat's jersey still looks terrific. The collar is, even though it's not preferable, in my biased opinion, of course, Toronto did make it work, and this St. Pat's uniform is gorgeous anyway. But thankfully, last season when Toronto decided to bring this uniform back, I mean, not only did they bring it back, but they actually wore it for a pair of games. They played a road game in Ottawa, which it was not a good-looking jersey matchup thanks to Ottawa deciding to wear their home uniform instead of their beautiful NHL 100 Classic third jersey, which I don't understand why Ottawa did not reserve that night to wear their third jersey. I still think a year later that was a ridiculous move on their part. But then Toronto hosted the Philadelphia Flyers last year when Toronto wore this uniform at home. And the Flyers decided to wear their black alternates. Now, I'm glad that at least Philadelphia was willing to wear a dark jersey on the road and bring an away uniform on the road so Toronto could wear this uniform at home, but I would have much preferred if they would have just worn their damn home uniform against this, because it would have looked so much better. But anyway, for this season, I have some good news to share. So the Maple Leafs will be actually bringing the St. Pat's throwback that you see here back for yet again a pair of games right around St. Patrick's Day. So this year, I do believe that we are going to get at least one beautiful uniform matchup for sure. So they will wear this gorgeous St. Pat's throwback uniform against the Boston Bruins in Boston on, I believe, March 14th, maybe the 15th. I can't remember off the top of my head, But I know they are going to play a road game in Boston wearing this uniform. And even if Boston wears their home uniform, this is going to be a gorgeous matchup. But I'm going to make a confession. I am secretly hoping that Boston decides to wear their throwback-inspired brand new third jersey against the St. Pat's throwback you see here. I don't know about you viewers out there, but I think that would be an absolutely splendid uniform matchup, and it would almost look like a Winter Classic game, to be honest. It would have an old-time feel to it, even though I would say you'd basically get the same thing with them wearing their home uniform anyway. But one thing about the Bruins that I've hated in the Adidas era is that they got rid of their classic gold socks. That was a classic part of the Bruins uniform, and they got rid of it. And I've been scratching my head ever since, wondering why Boston did that. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, their home uniform still looks great. But, it still looks good, but the gold socks made it great, in my opinion. It was one unique feature about the Boston Bruins uniform that just looked great. And it was uniquely Boston's look. And I really do wish the Bruins would bring that back. So thankfully, Toronto will bring this uniform back for a pair of games this season as well. So having this on top of their home and away uniforms, I mean, it really can't go wrong. So thankfully, Toronto will be bringing this back next season. So now, for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to, since I'm only talking about the Leafs bringing it back for a pair of games this season, I'm not going to go into more time sharing more photos of the Maple Leafs St. Pat's throwback uniform. So they will wear it for 2 games next month, 1 game in Boston and then the other game against New Jersey, which to everyone saying that, you know, it would be nice if the Devils could wear their red throwbacks for their game in Toronto coming up next month when they wear the St. Pat's uniform. I totally agree it would be nice, but we're probably sadly going to be stuck with the Devils' new mediocre home uniform instead. But on the topic of the Devils, though, I do believe, if I can remember correctly, they will wear their white throwbacks for a home game next month to coincide with St. Patrick's Day at some point. So, or wear it sometime around St. Patrick's Day. So if they do that, I think that would be nice to see. I must say, I know I haven't talked about it enough on my channel, but am I ever glad that the Devils decided to bring that uniform out of the vault? It is a beautiful uniform, that white throwback is. Goodness me. But now, speaking of potentially beautiful uniforms or uniform matchups or just jerseys in general, so thanks to the Sin Bin, I believe, the Sin Bin Las Vegas podcast, Bill Foley actually confirmed that the new alternate uniform for the Golden Knights will be this beautiful hue of gold that is on the Golden Knights jerseys now. So that's the good news, but the bad news is that we're not going to get the uniform on NHL ice anytime soon until next season, which that's what I was kind of figuring myself anyway, because with the Golden Knights and this hue of gold on their jerseys, here's the catch, folks. It's a metallic-y color. So as far as I know, and if I'm incorrect on this, please feel free to correct me because I'm not fully sure on this, just for the record. But with metallic fabrics, it's harder to create an actual uniform with because the material is not as strong as a simple fabric. Now, if I'm wrong on that, please correct me, but I understand that what I've been hearing since the start of this season, the 2019-2020 season, I've been hearing that the Golden Knights have been having trouble, Adidas has been having trouble creating the gold jerseys that the Golden Knights have wanted to have for this season. And they've had trouble using this metallic fabric on the Golden Knights jerseys, as you can see here, as the base of an actual full uniform. So that's unfortunate, but I would rather them take the time to get it right and to give us a beautiful gold third jersey than no jersey at all. And on top of that, you know what? I would rather the Golden Knights take the time to do a new color jersey that no one's ever done before in this hue of gold that they have on their jerseys than have the Golden Knights just play it safe with either a black or a red or even potentially another gray jersey as a new third jersey. So for myself, I'm more than happy to wait for the Golden Knights to take the time and have Adidas work out the issues with production of a gold jersey and to make sure that they can make a gold jersey where the main body of the actual jersey material is actually this gold fabric or something close to it. So I know that Adidas has been having trouble getting the color right, but also the construction of an Adizero jersey using a more metallic fabric. I think that's also been a problem that Adidas has had behind the scenes. So, you know what? I honestly cannot wait to see the Golden Knights' new third jersey. I mean, their home jersey looks very, very good for a modern design, in my opinion. I do still think the helmet should be black to help contrast with the gray jersey. Obviously, that's my opinion, and at the same time, I do respect them for being unique with a steel gray helmet, but I really do feel that that would have been a nice little change to their uniform, for their home uniform at least. But A gold jersey for the Golden Knights. I'm excited about it. We're getting it this summer, according to Bill Foley. So that's exciting news. I know for sure. I'm excited about it. I just hope that the Golden Knights do it right. Now, speaking of the Golden Knights' new third jersey, what I've done in recent months is I've actually constructed a little mock-up of my own. So I'm kind of hoping that the Golden Knights just basically do a gold flip of their regular home and away uniforms. It's simple, it's a safe choice, and obviously there's a big difference between my mock-up that you see here that compared to what it would actually look like in a game on NHL ice. But you know what? If the Golden Knights did something like this mock-up here, and for the record, this is just a concept of mine, but if they did something like this, I think a lot of people would be happy with this, with the team wearing black helmets. Sorry. I mean, if they wore black helmets with this and black pant shells over their... Actually, no, they wear black pants anyway, so that would work just fine. Sorry, I was thinking of the All-Star uniforms from this past month in St. Louis. My bad. But something like this, I think, would work. And... you know what? I think if they did something like this would look great. I think their main crest will be the crest on their new third jersey. I know some people have advocated to have the shoulder patch logo on a jersey. I think it would be a cool idea, but honestly, I would rather see them stick with their main crest on the front. I think it's the best of the two. But anyways, I must be honest here. I can't wait for this. I think it's going to be a potentially beautiful jersey. And you know what? With the right uniform, it could actually even maybe be good enough to replace their current home uniform at some point. Do I think it'll be a new design? Most likely. I don't think it's going to just be a flip of their home and away uniforms. But until it's unveiled, anything could happen. So... we will have to wait and see. So I thought I'd do this video today to talk about the Maple Leafs' decision to thankfully bring back their gorgeous St. Pat's throwbacks for 2 games next month, and also a little bit of Golden Knights news now that Bill Foley has basically confirmed that not only will the Golden Knights have a new gold third jersey, but that it will be coming out in the summer. So with that, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I will call it a wrap now, and until my next video, as always, take care, and as usual, bye for now.